Angel Dust has always been one of the standout characters in Hazbin Hotel, but in Season 2, fans can truly see how much he's grown since the first season. The show's mix of chaos, humor, and emotional storytelling has always kept viewers hooked, but it's Angel Dust's deeply human journey that continues to strike a chord. He's funny, charming, broken, and relatable, and his evolution between seasons 1 and 2 shows just how far he's come in understanding his worth, fighting back against exploitation, and starting to heal from the trauma that defined his past. From the very beginning, Angel Dust wasn't like the other residents of the Hazbin Hotel. He wasn't some powerful overlord or a supernatural being with a big destiny. He was just an ordinary sinner trying to survive in hell, stuck in a terrible situation, working for someone who continuously abused and exploited him. His story has always had heartbreaking layers, but what makes it even more powerful is how he keeps finding light and laughter in his dark world. Season 1 gave audiences a glimpse of that complexity, showing that behind the flashy personality and inappropriate jokes, there's a person craving safety, freedom, and love. By the end of Hazbin Hotel Season 1, Angel Dust had already started showing signs of change. After confronting Valentino, the cruel overlord who had control over him, in the season finale, Welcome to Heaven, Angel made it clear that he was no longer going to let Valentino define his life outside of work. That moment was huge for his character. It wasn't a full escape from his abuser, but it was the first real sign that Angel was reclaiming his power. When Hazbin Hotel Season 2 picks up a month later, that confrontation has clearly changed him. Angel Dust may still have to work under Valentino's control when he's on the clock, but his confidence has grown tremendously. The way he talks, walks, and carries himself all feels different now. There's a subtle strength in him that wasn't there before. He still cracks jokes and flirts, but now there's an edge of self-assurance beneath the humor. It's as if he's finally starting to believe in his own worth, something he struggled with through all of Season 1. One of the biggest differences between Angel Dust's behavior in Season 1 and Season 2 is how he handles boundaries. In the first season, he often let people mistreat or take advantage of him, even when he knew it was wrong. There's a heartbreaking moment in Season 1 when he's at a bar, fully aware he's being drugged, yet he just lets it happen. His talk with Husk before the song, Lazar Baby, hinted that this came from a place of low self-esteem. He didn't think he deserved better. That moment showed how deep his pain went and how much he had internalized his own abuse. But by the time Hazbin Hotel Season 2 begins, Angel Dust has started to stand up for himself in ways that show real progress. During the musical number, Hazbin Guarantee, Trust Us, there's a moment when someone touches him inappropriately, and instead of brushing it off or shrinking back, Angel pushes them away. It's a small gesture, but symbolically, it's enormous. It proves he's learning to demand respect, not just from Valentino, but from everyone around him. It's the first real glimpse of Angel Dust seeing himself as a person worthy of dignity, not just a prop or performer for others' pleasure. Another major sign of Angel's evolution is how he's finally opening up emotionally. In Season 1, he wanted nothing to do with therapy or self-reflection. Whenever the others tried to get him to participate, especially during the group sessions with Sir Pentious, he was sarcastic, defensive, and clearly uncomfortable. Vulnerability wasn't something Angel Dust could handle, not after everything he'd been through. He used humor as a shield, keeping everyone at a distance so they couldn't see how deeply hurt he was inside. However, Season 2 flips that on its head. Angel actually seems to be enjoying therapy now, or at least trying to. For the first time, he's willingly participating, sharing more about how he feels, and allowing himself to trust the people at the hotel. This is a massive change from the emotionally closed-off version of him we saw before. Ugh. Therapy isn't just something he tolerates anymore, it's something that's genuinely helping him heal. The fact that he's beginning to explore his emotions and trauma shows an incredible level of growth. His openness also reflects how much he's starting to believe in the idea of redemption, which is the whole goal of the Hazbin Hotel. In Season 1, Angel seemed like he was only staying at the hotel because it gave him a place to crash. He didn't really care about getting redeemed or going to heaven. It was a joke to him. But now, his attitude feels different. It's still unclear if redemption is something he truly believes he deserves yet. But for the first time, he's taking small steps toward it. Whether or not he's the next sinner to be redeemed after Sir Pentious remains to be seen, but his progress is undeniable. This newfound emotional honesty has also changed the way Angel interacts with his friends. His bond with Charlie, Vaggie, and Husk feels deeper now. He still teases and flirts with Husk, but there's more warmth behind it. With Charlie, he's not just humoring her idealism. He's genuinely starting to believe in her dream. He's realizing that maybe, just maybe, redemption isn't a fairy tale after all. The trust he's building within this group is helping him grow into a version of himself that he never thought he could be. One of the most touching aspects of Angel Dust's development in Season 2 is how much he's learning to love himself again. It's clear that he's still struggling with his past and the control Valentino has over him, but he's starting to separate who he is from what's been done to him. The confidence he shows isn't arrogance, it's survival. For so long, Angel believed that his worth was tied to what others wanted from him. Now, he's beginning to realize that he doesn't have to let anyone define his value. There's also a visual shift that mirrors his emotional growth. The animators and designers subtly changed Angel's expressions and movements in Season 2. His body language is less submissive and more self-assured. His voice, tone, and attitude feel lighter, even during dark moments. These small artistic choices help highlight how much his internal healing is starting to reflect on the outside. Of course, Hazbin Hotel isn't shy about exploring dark and uncomfortable topics. Angel Dust's storyline continues to touch on themes of sexual exploitation and abuse, and the show doesn't glamorize any of it. Instead, it uses his journey to shed light on the pain and long-term trauma that survivors face. What makes Angel's story powerful is how it balances that trauma with humor, hope, and resilience. It's about a character who's been through hell, literally and figuratively, but still chooses to find ways to laugh, connect, and move forward. Even with his progress, Angel Dust's journey is far from over. Season 2 doesn't magically erase his trauma or fix everything that's broken in him. There are still scars, fears, and moments of weakness. But what's different now is that he's not letting those things define him anymore. He's learning to fight back in his own way, one step at a time. The month-long gap between seasons 1 and 2 gave him room to breathe, reflect, and grow, and the results are inspiring. Fans have always loved Angel Dust for his quick wit and unapologetic personality, but now they're getting to see the deeper layers that make him so human. His transformation between the 2 seasons isn't just about gaining confidence or liking therapy. It's about reclaiming his identity after years of being controlled. It's about turning pain into power and learning that he deserves kindness and respect just like anyone else. As the new season unfolds, it's clear that Angel Dust's arc will continue to be one of the emotional cores of Hazbin Hotel. His story reminds viewers that healing isn't linear. It's messy, slow, and full of setbacks. But every time Angel takes another step toward loving himself, it feels like a victory not just for him, but for everyone watching who has ever felt trapped, used, or undervalued. Hazbin Hotel's creators have managed to balance the show's chaotic humor with deeply emotional storytelling, and Angel Dust's evolution proves how powerful that blend can be. He's still the same outrageous, funny, pink spider demon that fans fell in love with, but now he's something more. He's hopeful. For a character who's lived in hell, that's no small thing. Angel Dust's change between Hazbin Hotel Seasons 1 and 2 is one of the most satisfying character developments in the series so far. He's more confident, more emotionally open, and more determined to take control of his life. Whether he ultimately finds redemption or not, Angel's journey is proof that even in the darkest places, growth and self-love are possible. And as the story continues, fans can't wait to see where his path of healing leads next.